Hello, and welcome back to the Baked and Awake News Brief. Today's date is November 4th, 2023. Priority for this news brief is normal. Today's news roundup's courtesy of /.org. Hello, and welcome back to the Baked and Awake News Brief, formerly published and distributed via Amazon Alexa, henceforth exclusive to this YouTube channel. Credit is due to the excellent S2 Underground YouTube channel and their daily reports known as The Wire for the inspiration to revive this format and resume commentary on timely news topics as examined through my own unique perspective. As I've frequently done in my long-running podcast Baked and Awake, I will regularly draw my news stories from a few favorite sources, including but not limited to /.org, reddit.com, Discord, thehackernews.com, and others. Please perform your own vetting of all my content, as well as sources cited, and draw your own conclusions regarding their value and integrity. As always, I welcome your questions, comments, and suggestions, and urge you to take a moment to comment on this or any of my videos. Alas, I am as yet nowhere near too big to be able to see and even respond to every single one of your comments if they warrant a reply. And now for our first story. Posted by BoHD on Friday, November 3rd, 2023 at 7:20 p.m. from the Cause and Effect Department. YouTube's crackdown on ad blockers is in full swing, leading to a wave of ad blocker uninstalls. 9 to 5 Google reports. As Wired reports, Meta, this rollout has led to hundreds of thousands of uninstalls, not of YouTube, but of the ad blockers. The figures apparently come from various ad blocking companies, where October saw a record number of people uninstalling ad blockers. Meanwhile, it also led to a record number of new installs, as many users look to switch from one blocker to another in an effort to keep blocking ads. Shocker. One ad blocking company, Ghostery, shared that 90% of users who completed a survey when uninstalling their ad blocker cited YouTube's changes as the reason. AdGuard told Wired that daily uninstalls were up for the entirety of October, spiking to 52,000 on a single day on October 18th, as YouTube's notices started rolling out more widely. It was added that use of the Ghostery blocker is up 30% on Microsoft Edge. So how many people is that? As some users have noticed that switching browsers at least temporarily lifts the blocking of their ad blocker. AdGuard, meanwhile, saw its paid subscription rise as some users reportedly saw success with continuing to block ads using that tool. Do you use an ad blocker for YouTube or for browsing the web in general? Have you been affected already by this change on YouTube in particular? If not, if you don't use an ad blocker or if you haven't had any issues just yet, please comment down below and let us know. For our next story, it's a little longer and I won't read the entire story. As always, every source cited is included in writing with working links in the show notes or show description here on YouTube. Please check it out. Again, from our friend BoHD, Friday, November 3rd at 6:40 p.m. From the Few Options Left department, we have: artists may poison AI models before Copyright Office can issue guidance. An anonymous reader writes, artists have spent the last year fighting companies that have been training AI image generators, including popular tools like the impressively photorealistic Midjourney or the ultra-sophisticated DALL-E 3, on their original works without consent or compensation. Now, the United States is promised to finally get serious about addressing their copyright concerns raised by AI. President Joe Biden said in a much-anticipated executive order on AI, which was signed this week. The U.S. Copyright Office had already been seeking public input on AI concerns over the past few months, through a comment period ending on November 15th. Biden's executive order has clarified that following the comment period, the Copyright Office will publish the results of its study, and then within 180 days of that publication, or within 270 days of Biden's order, whichever comes later, the Copyright Office's director will consult with Biden to issue recommendations to the president on potential executive actions relating to copyright and AI. It sounds like a whole lot of lip service to me. This sounds extremely preliminary. Sentiments that come to mind are, again, it's cursory. It's they clearly barely comprehend what we're up against here. I've explored the topic of ChatGPT and some of the early AI models already in long-form podcast episodes, recent-ish episodes of the Baked and Awake podcast, so please go back and check them out. Every single one is right here on YouTube. Please comment down below if you're maybe you're a YouTube creator, maybe you're a digital artist, maybe you're a analog, real-world painter, sculptor, graphic designer at all, interior designer, architect, developer, you name it. What area of work are you in? What am I not thinking of right now that AI is going to touch or impact or influence profoundly in the coming months or years? Please comment down below and let me know. This is a topic that we will continue to look at closely and think about a lot. In my case in particular, I've noticed a proliferation of YouTube channels that are very low effort kind of robo-readers, doing explainer videos of different sorts, so-called histories and documentaries on very general interest topics. Usually the robo-reader is paired with a lot of AI iterated art in the background, thumbnails. So this to me is very close to a podcaster's format on YouTube being AI-ified. I personally am not that impressed with these explainer videos and robo-narrators just yet, but I can see how they're of a sufficient quality that they're probably, and indeed they are, there's no speculation here, some of them are getting millions of views and many, many thousands or millions of subscribers, some of these channels. So they're out there and they're being consumed and accepted, so to speak, by the public already. How far will they go? To what extent will they completely marginalize low to no production value operations like this? Comment down below. Our final story is about Jeffrey Bezos. BoHD's got a clean sweep today, Friday, November 3rd, 2023, 6:02 p.m. from the Home Sweet Home department. This was originally posted by user Schwit1, and they share this report from Fortune magazine, etc. After launching Amazon from a garage in Seattle in 1994, centibillionaire Jeff Bezos is leaving the Pacific Northwest behind and setting sail for Florida. In an Instagram post, the world's third wealthiest person, with a net worth estimated at $160 billion, said he wanted to be closer to his parents after they recently moved back to Miami. Quote, "My parents have always been my biggest supporters." I guess maybe that would make his Amazon subscriber, his Prime subscribers, his second biggest supporters. third? Where do we rank? Jeff, let us know. He posted that to his Instagram account and added that his spacefaring company Blue Origin is increasingly shifting operations to Cape Canaveral. Florida also offers financial benefit to Amazon's founder. Doesn't charge capital gains tax, which, for a man who sold some $30 billion in stock since 2002, according to Bloomberg, that can be quite substantial. Miami's not the only place he lives. Luxury cars, jets. Bezos owns properties valued at $500 million. Great. Excuse me. I don't have a lot of commentary on this one, other than to say we sit here today in a world where a man worth $160 billion is evidently only the third richest individual in the world. And yeah, I mean, I guess they launch a lot of rockets out of Florida. He's into that rocket thing these days. What do you guys think about the billionaire class? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a grumpy poor. I don't tend to see that many powerful upsides to these folks. I guess that is cynical. Comment down below what an idiot I am, and tell me why capitalism is the best. If you've enjoyed this news brief, please hit the like button, and if you've made it this far, thank you so very much. I'm so glad to be back sitting in front of you, and I hope to do this again with you real soon. Until then, I think you know what to do. Smoke some indica, and do shit anyway.